I know that's your number one thing. Am I going to get to jerk off later? Yes, you will.
What's up, boys and girls? Welcome to another episode of the Q Review. Before we jump right into that, make sure to check me out on patreon.com/alteredwalters. Throw me a bone over there. It helps me out a ton, and it can help develop this channel and make it a bigger deal. If you don't have the buck or the bone to throw, I guess, use your social currency to help me out. Go share this on this or any of my videos on social networks and share it all around the interwebs, and it helps me out a ton. So today on the Q Review, we're going to actually talk about With Bob and David. This is a Netflix original show that came out just under a month ago, as far as I know at the time of this video. So it is a Netflix original, but the funny thing about With Bob and David, Bob Odenkirk and David Cross, who Bob Odenkirk was the lawyer in Breaking Bad as well as numerous other things, and David Cross is actually in Arrested Development as well as, other things. But they had a show in the 90s called Mr. Show with Bob and David, and it was a comedy sketch show where they every sketch loosely tied into the next one. So the whole episode kind of had this one arcing continuity, basically. So that show was called Mr. Show with Bob and David. The funny thing is, that show got canceled, as far as I know. So this Netflix original is just called With Bob and David. They cut off the Mr. Show, and they're saying, you know what, this is our show now, whatever. So Netflix funded this show, and it's on Netflix. That's a Netflix original. Each episode looks to be about a half hour, I believe. Yeah, and then there's actually an hour behind-the-scenes documentary after the 5 episodes you watch, or 4 episodes. I think it's 4 episodes with a 1 hour-long documentary that you should watch if you watch the series. It adds a lot of cool behind-the-scenes stuff to it that you'll very, very much so enjoy. So Bob Odenkirk, David Cross, Tom Kenny, who voices SpongeBob. The guy from the Sarah Silverman show with the hair and the beard. Oh, he's gay with the other guy in the show. What's his name? Brian. Ooh. Oh, this is embarrassing. What's his name? Okay, I can't remember his name, but I will add a picture right here. So that's that guy. You all know that guy. The guy's awesome. He's hilarious. So there's a ton of great comedians in the show, and the show actually opens up with a time travel segment, which kind of, they're hinting at their old show and kind of talking about how, shit happens, but we're back. So there's a ton of sketches, like I said, just like in the, Mr. Show series. These all kind of have a continuity to them. And it's a great little series to watch. The 4 episodes that are actually a sketch show are only a half hour, so you're looking at 2 hours, which is a movie length, to kind of just digest this Netflix original series. It's definitely worth a watch. I'm going to give him a 6.5 out of 10, because I never actually saw Mr. Show in its entirety. I've seen clips online, but I've never sat down and watched it, so I'm sure there was a lot of inside jokes and kind of Easter eggs and references that I didn't quite understand because I was not a viewer of the original show. But a 6.5 out of 10 is still a solid review for the Q Review, and I think it's something you should watch. It's funny. Bob Odenkirk's hilarious. And the jokes are great. It's sort of like Key and Peele, if you don't really know what a sketch show is or what have you. But it's very similar to Key and Peele, but it's 2 older white guys, and it's so funny. One of the sketches is about like New Year's resolutions, and they're all talking about these ridiculous things that really aren't achievable. It's something that's it's more of an art or like a skill. It's not something you can just achieve overnight. And then the other guy. There's 4 people and 3 of them have these ridiculous goals, and one of the guys is totally reasonable. He's like, I'm gonna quit eating meat or whatever, and they're like, dude, that's so offensive. Why would you make up an unrealistic goal around us when we're talking about things we care about? And he gets all offended because their goals are ridiculous. And so anyway, the point of the joke is that they all achieve these monumental, ridiculous, unfathomable things, and he only lasts not eating meat for a 1/4 of a minute or something. It's ridiculous. It's so funny. And all the jokes kind of have that zaniness to them. It's kind of a slapsticky kind of humor, but it's also got a little bit of offensiveness to it, but nothing where you're gonna get really offended and hate the show. I think on Netflix right now it's sitting at a 4.5 stars, so the Netflix rating scale can be a little iffy, but a 6.5 out of 10 is a great score for the Q Review. It's not gonna blow your pants off, but I think you'll enjoy it. So go check it out. I'll see you again on Tuesday or Thursday for another video. Leave a comment down below. Tell me if you've seen it, or give me some recommendations for the Q review. Wow, I can't talk. Subscribe to the channel, support me on Patreon, follow all the links down below. There's a ton of cool stuff, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. I love you. Goodbye.
What a real big chipmunk.